Hey guys, so today I'm here with my review of VLC for the iPhone and iPod Touch. So I've been a big fan of VLC for quite a while over on the computer, and so now that it's over on the iPod and the iPhone, I'm really excited to go ahead and take a look at it. So I've spent the last little while loading up a lot of different videos and testing it out, and overall, there's some good and there's some bad, so I'll go ahead and just give you guys my full review. So before I begin anything, let's go ahead and roll through the interface pretty quickly here. There is an about button, so you can see all your legal kind of stuff, not a big deal. And you also do have an edit button where you can go ahead and just delete whatever files you don't want anymore. One of the knocks I do have against it is the interface. It's very simple, and to be honest, it's not perfect. I mean, as you can see here, it does take all your files and put them into alphabetical order. However, I can see this would definitely get confusing pretty quick once you start to get 20, 30, 40 video files once you really start to load up VLC. Again, not a big deal if you don't have a ton of files on here, but something that I did want to note. So now let's go ahead and just get into the performance of the application. So I do want to note before we begin that this is all run on my iPod Touch 4th generation. So if you have an earlier iPhone or an earlier iPod Touch, performance probably will not be quite as good. But if you do have an iPod Touch 4th generation or an iPhone 4, should be pretty much identical. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. It doesn't really play high definition video. So I'll just go ahead and show this is an MP4 file, high definition, 720p rather, and this warning pops up saying it's probably too slow. And yeah, it's totally correct. It really won't play 720p anything. I couldn't find a single video file that would work at 720p. However, if you go ahead and go down to 480p, it actually does run pretty well. So here's an AVI file, runs perfectly. Here's actually a flash file straight from YouTube. This one doesn't run perfectly, but it will run and it is watchable. So let me go ahead and just give you guys a quick clip of it.
Now 8 megapixels is even starting to look a little bit outdated. I probably think, I think it won't be a massive upgrade. Personally, don't you guys agree the iPhone 4 camera is pretty decent?
But there you go. So that's actually a 480p flash file. It does run. I'm sure as you guys could see there was some lag and it wasn't perfect. However, it was watchable, and especially if you go down to 360p flash files, no issues whatsoever. So that's about it, guys. Let me go ahead and just go through the formats that it does support really quickly here. It does support MP4, although actually that was kind of something I thought was a little bit surprising. It really doesn't support MP4 very well at all. In fact, I could 360p MP4 barely worked, which is kind of odd considering that that's what the iPod and the iPhone, that's pretty much all they run by themselves. But aside from that, it does run MP4, MOV, AVI. It also does run DivX as well. So here's a DivX trailer I downloaded in MKV. It ran pretty well. This one, of course, was almost 720p, so it didn't run very well. But it was, it was almost watchable, and VLC does support that. So I believe, it does, of course, support Flash as well. So overall, I think VLC is kind of a little bit of a mixed bag. It's not perfect. I'm not a big fan of the interface, and a lot of the files don't run that well. However, overall, considering that it is free and it does play at least some files back, okay, I don't really have any issues with it. I definitely recommend to go ahead and pick it up. It's free, so go ahead and download it on your device. Open up iTunes, and then go ahead and throw a few video files over there and see how it works. You might be surprised. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching.